Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Thursday. All right, guys. Well, tonight we get not only the Real Housewives of Miami, because we are getting part one of the reunion, which is going to be so good. As long as Bravo's delivering what they're saying that they're going to deliver, because we've heard this so many times before, but they're saying that tonight we're going to get the bombshell that we've heard about for probably the last 2 months. It's been a while. It might not be that long, but it feels, to be honest with you, it feels like 6 months to me. I feel like we have been talking about this. Oh, we have a big bombshell. And we have heard this from Dolores Catania. We've heard it from Andy Cohen. We've heard it from Fraser on Below Deck. Like, oh, this is going to be the best season. We've heard this so many times. So we get kind of frustrated if it's not true. But there are so many other things. So smash the like button, show some love. Let's just jump right in. Shall we? All right, guys, so it's no secret that, well, one, we're getting the Real Housewives of Orange County tonight, but two, Tamra Judge and Scheana Shay are clearly not getting along. It has been a long time coming, and we don't even know what's going on. I think that you have Kiki Monique who's saying, well, listen, Scheana had nothing to do with it. Then you have Tamra who's like, Scheana had everything to do with it. Then you have Gretchen Rossi who's like, oh, well, no, that was all Katie Janela. What? Where do we go from here? So we're all questioning exactly what they're saying. But starting here, if you look at this, thank you to Bravo Snark Side, who was the one who started all the Katie expose in the group? It points at Tamra saying she told Shannon that Katie played audio to Alexis and told the group what Katie said to Kiki. And who's the only one in the group who's currently talking to Katie? That's Tamra. Who does she hate the most in the cast? That's Jennifer Petranti and also Gretchen. And who are getting the most hate overall right now? That's Jennifer Petranti and Gretchen. Okay. So I think if you sit there and dissect it, I saw where Tamra Judge posted a photo with Katie and said, look who I ran into, pretty much. But then you hear the music behind it and it's like, and it's good as gold. Yeah. So that was the whole record behind that situation. You guys don't want to hear me sing. Trust me. But at the end of the day, I'm sitting there looking at it like, do we have something here? Is this just like a big garbage pile of BS? I don't know. This is why we need literally the entire reunion and finale. But let's move on. So then there was this.
You such a radio voice.
You think so?
Yes, it's very sexy.
Oh, well, maybe I should be an R&B singer.
You could be.
Girl.
Yes, do it. Do
You
a little.
know.
Yes.
You gotta
Here
fuck
we
it,
go.
gotta suck it, gotta turn it and duck it.
Wait,
Hey,
that's what you think
You want to
if
be
that is your version of R&B, I don't know.
No, that was Dorinda and B. That was D&B. Dorinda and Blues. Yes. Dorinda, you have
You put a
such
little
a
French
radio
on it.
voice.
You think so?
You gotta love it. You gotta. I don't even know. This is why I love Dorinda Medley so much. This will be interesting, and I really want to know how this bleeds into Reality Checked. Like, my big hopes for Kiki Monique is that she is completely exonerated for any of this. Because as you guys know, I was on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City last season. I wasn't exonerated from anything. And everybody said, well, Adam, drop the receipts. Drop the receipts. If you have it, drop it. I didn't have to drop it because I sort of lucked out. and I was able to have a private but still public conversation in front of Brian Bailey and so many other people with Whitney Rose, where she completely admitted that she lied about everything and it was for TV. It's all for TV. This is all bullshit for TV. What? At the expense of who? Not you, because you get to lie about it. But that was a learning lesson for me, because at the end of the day, what you learn out of this is just simply the fact that you're not the one who has a contract with Bravo. So you're not going to be the one who is ever protected. Now, for Kiki, it's a little bit different. I know that she does Radio Andy, so she might be protected in a different way, but it doesn't mean that you're totally protected, right? But hold on. Just in case, let's just take it over to the Valley. Here we go.
Forces. My girl, okay, you quit the first episode.
I know.
Walk me through that, because I know, knowing you, that was not an easy decision for you to make.
It was definitely not an easy decision. My whole thing was like, I do not want to be the first person to leave. I do not, I was like really committed. I really wanted to try my hardest. And I feel like I did a lot of things that I would have never done before. I was completely out of my comfort zone. And, that's good. Heights terrify me. And I conquered one of my biggest fears. I jumped out of a helicopter. I rappelled down. Even though I dangled for a minute, it wasn't very graceful, but I still did it. And I was very proud of myself for that, because I don't think people understand, when something is your biggest fear and you have to do it, like, you feel so proud of yourself afterwards, no matter what, other people think. Like, I was so proud.
Okay, Brittany, we have to talk Special Forces.
Proud of myself. I think for me, leaving, I went into this in a very tough time of my life. I wasn't completely physically prepared. I had never been away from my son that long. And also, after coming out of a toxic relationship, I thought I would be able to handle like the comments and, the DS, they're doing their job. They're supposed to yell at you. They're supposed to do this. And I watched it and I knew that it wasn't something that I didn't think was going to happen. But I also didn't realize how much that would trigger me. I thought like 100% I would come into this and I'm prepared. I probably have it better than everybody else because I'm used to, toxic things and different stuff like that. But instead of motivating me, it really like triggered me. So like whenever they were screaming, like, you're weak or you're that, I was more like, I know I am. And it kind of did like a reverse effect on me than I expected out of myself. I think too, if that makes sense.
No, that makes total sense. So I'm very glad that then you left that situation, because that's not serving you. That wasn't serving you then.
Yeah, I think even though I left early, a lot of people don't realize I was in Morocco for 7 days before I even got to the course. So I had, I was prepping myself up. I was trying and, learning and doing all these like safety precautions and stuff that you have to do, because this is a very risky show.
Right.
And so I was there for a lot longer than people know.
What was the moment, or when was the moment that you decided you're like, I'm out? Was there like one specific moment?
I think the whole day was very hard. And as it went on, it's not like a show I've ever been on before. It's very raw. It's very like, you're not getting like breaks in between or doing this or doing that. Like it's back to back to back to back to back to back to back. And it too, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay. I mean, she left, guys. Like, what are we? It's like somebody called PETA. We're beating the horse to death. Right? I said this and I've said it and I said it again. Jason and I literally work our asses off when it comes to workouts and how we take care of our health. I don't think that I could do special forces. But also, maybe I'm not giving myself enough credit. Jason did Cirque du Soleil. He was performing for how long? Like his entire life before I met him. And he's like, oh, I wouldn't want to do it. He would probably kill it. And I would go out there and I would look like a complete moron. Everybody's different. I'm curious what you guys think. Guys, Pop off in the comment section, smash the like button, show some love, and let us know what you think about Tamra clapping back with the whole, "'cause we're good as gold." Yeah, against Scheana, because I think that we can all read between the lines. We'll see you soon. Love you guys.